Indiana was the 12th state to plant the seed of a state police system. In 1921, the legislature authorized the State Department of Motor Vehicle Police, 16 officers empowered only to apprehend auto thieves. It soon became evident that traffic jams, not the car thief, would be the biggest problem facing the motor vehicle police. Soon traffic powers were granted in 1925. In 1930, the state was divided into districts. Posts appeared in abandoned storerooms or even in homes. There was no radio communications, and officers maintained contact by telephone. In 1933, police activities of the Motor Vehicle Police, the Bureau of Investigation, and the Department of Public Safety were formed into the Indiana State Police. For the first time, Hoosier citizens had a rural police service. In 1935, Indiana State Police was placed on a merit system which led to the removal of politics from the department. In the summer of 1935, the first Indiana State Police recruit school was held at the state fairgrounds. The Lafayette Post was formed in 1935. Its first commander was Sergeant Charles Biltz. 16 troopers operated from the house purchased from Purdue University for $1 per year. In 1938, a new post was built by WPA and was opened in 1939. In the years to follow, growing needs and services brought the need for a more modern post to be built in 1978. The Lafayette Post services 8 counties in northwest central Indiana. Those are Benton, Fountain, Warren, Carroll, Montgomery County, Tippecanoe, Clinton, and White. From beautiful farmland, flowing rivers, higher learning center, to high-tech industry, the Lafayette Post serves a community of both rural and urban needs and problems. The post is manned around the clock and receives information from law enforcement agencies and the public, then passes that information to the trooper in the field. The establishment of radio communications in 1935 was the biggest step forward in the history of the state police progress. Telecommunications operators maintain contact between troopers and other agencies. Operators perform a variety of duties, including retrieving information from central repository computer files. Laboratory technicians assist troopers by processing crime scenes, collecting evidence, and preparing for court testimony. Forensic science work is done at headquarters in Indianapolis. Detectives are assigned to work closely with troopers and other agencies in investigating crimes. Accident reports, case reports, arrest records, and administrative records are all processed in a prompt and efficient manner by secretaries. In addition to filing and processing reports, the secretaries assist by answering the endless number of phone calls and referring callers to the appropriate officer. Since communications is the lifeline of law enforcement, the equipment must be maintained in working order. Radio technicians maintain radios, radar, and VASCAR equipment, which is utilized by the troopers assigned to the Lafayette Post. Troopers patrolling the 8-county district accumulate at times over 200,000 miles a month in vehicles which are kept in top mechanical condition by a full-time mechanic. Although a trooper is assigned a particular county in which to reside, the job responsibility is far from county line restricted. Troopers are regularly called to investigate accidents or crimes in other counties and are called upon to quell large civil disturbances, direct traffic, or work crowd control at large sporting events throughout the state. Their work can require them to be away from home for several weeks at a time. Drinking and driving is a full-time enforcement challenge. Year-round, troopers team up with other agencies to combat underage drinking. Sobriety checkpoints are also used by troopers with major concentration on the holidays. Troopers also volunteer to serve on specialty teams such as the Emergency Response Team. These officers are equipped with special weapons and equipment. They handle dangerous situations and conduct raids and surveillances. Another specialty group is the scuba divers. They are often called upon to recover bodies, vehicles, or evidence which may be in swift rivers or deep lakes. Still other officers do explosive ordnance disposal work. These officers receive special training in ways to disarm bombs and dispose of old dynamite and other explosives which turn up in the state. Several officers serve on a tactical intervention team, wearing helmets, shields, and gas masks. These officers may be called to disperse unruly crowds or to intervene in strikes by order of the governor. Working closely with the troopers are the motor carrier inspectors. They enforce laws pertaining specifically to trucks. The scales located in Fountain County check for overweight trucks and is utilized as an inspection station for examining trucks for safety violations. The troopers, the detectives, and civilians working at the district are under command of a lieutenant and first sergeant. It's their responsibility to keep the post operating and working smoothly. It takes a special person to be a state police officer, a person with self-discipline and dedication, a person who cares about law and order and is willing to set an example which hopefully others will follow. The price is high. 30 state policemen have made the supreme sacrifice. It was once said, "Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend." 5 of those troopers worked at the Lafayette post: Paul Vincent Minimum, John R. Miller, John H. Powell, Oscar Mills, and Richard G. Brown. In 1941, Governor Henry Schricker made this statement: "The strength of the Indiana State Police lies in the character of its men." His words still echo true today.